Alright, this is my entry for this year's quarantine car show. This is my 1990 Chevrolet K1500. I bought it almost exactly a year ago. It's been my daily driver since then. I bought it when I was 21 years old, junior in college. It drove me all last summer back and forth to my internship, helped me move into and out of my dorm, into and out of a house, and I'm going to use it for that again this summer. And probably be driving it about 60 or 70 miles a day again. It came with 162,000 miles. It's got 168 on it now. It's got a 350 Chevy small block under the hood. If I can get the hood popped, sometimes it's a little hard. So here is the power plant, like I said, 350. I got an Edelbrock air filter, air intake on it, Proform valve covers, some cheap Summit Racing headers. I've redone the entire serpentine belt drive, everything except the water pump. Did air conditioning in it, new battery, new alternator. Just got done doing an oil change, and that green wire that you see there is for a tachometer. Now if you come over here, I've got actually got in a wreck with it back in October. And this was pretty much the only damage it did. It scratched up one of my rims pretty bad, but this dent's about the extent of the body damage, and it was a pretty hard impact. Now up front I've got a Weston bull bar. Basically, I mean, it's cheap, but I'm running KC daylighters. That's why I installed the bull bar on it. So now let's move to the interior of the truck. So the inside's blue, matches the outside. I've got a cheap steering wheel cover on it. I have a odometer tachometer, backup camera that I installed that is controlled by this switch so that I can control it whenever I'm pulling trailers and see what's going on behind me. Cheap O'Reilly Bluetooth radio, Uniden Bearcat CB radio. I installed an auxiliary 12-volt outlet right there, and I'm running a Uniden R1 radar detector so that I can cut down on speeding tickets. Truck's not particularly fast, but it's more about the driver. So right here I've got a what is this, a Fire Stick CB antenna. I'm running it right here just so that I can easily run the wire to it along the frame. And up to here, I had it attached outside the hood, but I was afraid of the wire getting clipped as I open and close the hood because I work on this thing a lot. You have a Husky toolbox. It served me pretty well. I got a low profile one so that I can still see my tailgate when I'm backing up, but I might switch that out to a bigger one at some point. Now the bed is pretty nasty, but this is a work truck. Excuse me. So I sanded it down at one point, just put a bunch of primer on it. As you can see, the primer's pretty worn out, but it does the job. It works hard for me. 6.5 foot bed. After owning this, I will never again own a truck with a 5.5 foot bed. Living on that college student budget, it's sometimes hard to work on this truck and be able to do to it what I want to do. But now that I start my job this summer, I'm really excited about what's to come. And I'm excited about what my next project will be. So I'm entering this truck in the most factory category, and I think I deserve to win that $1,000 because if you think about it, the essence of hot rodding and project cars is doing everything on a budget. And I've done everything to this truck either in a school parking lot, a gravel driveway, or this driveway right here. I don't have access to a fancy shop or fancy tools. I take the money that I earn, go buy tools on the weekends. I have to wait to get paid at the end of every month before I can buy stuff for it. But I think that this truck and the things I've done to it really are the essence of hot rodding. And it's not a hot rod, but it does the job just fine for me. So this is my truck.